Good afternoon, my followers. My name is Sule Monday. This is my Demogram channel. I am here to demystify what Demogram is all about and the essence of democracy in Nigeria. Once again, you are welcome. I want to first of all dive into the integrate of Demogram. That means that what is even Demogram? Because a lot of persons will hear Demogram. What exactly is Demogram? Demogram is a coinage word. When we say a coinage word, we simply means words that are two and then they come together, then they form a word or a concept. So Demogram, the word demo, it starts from demo. Demo means democracy. That is the people. And what is democracy? Democracy, according to Abraham Lincoln, he said democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Then the grammar there is demystifying democracy from a political angles. That is using some political ethos, as the case may be. Then democracy, that is Demogram. Now, today being Democracy Day in Nigeria, that is June 12, that is, we are here to dive into the intricate and how democracy in Nigeria has been. So we want to look at if exactly Nigeria that has claimed to have been practicing democracy for since 1999, if really democracy has consolidated in Nigeria, or Nigeria democracy is backsliding, or we are practicing democratic renewal. Thank you, and you are welcome once again.
Okay, you know that democracy and grammar is as a crossroad. They are not the same. So what inspired you to start a YouTube channel at the crossroads of democracy and grammar?
Good. You know, in Nigeria, there's what they call idea. It's just like what Mahatma Gandhi said, that idea rules the world. So I was thinking one day, and I came up with this idea that being as a political analyst, that it is expedient for me to know and to demystify what democracy is all about, so that people who may be ignorant of democracy, we now understand what is democracy. Then I will tell them what is democracy, then using some political terminologies, which is the grammar in it. So, you know, by the time I am done, you will understand that there is a relationship or a linkage, or a linkage between democracy and grammar. Thank you.
Have you demystified the grammar for us?
Okay. The grammar is using political ethos. The grammar is using political terminologies to demystify, to unravel, to unveil, to explain what democracy is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, how can grammar empower individuals in a democratic society?
Okay, good. That is an intelligent question. Grammar, grammar means so many things to so many people. So, like, when someone is vocal, maybe as a political scientist now, there's need for you to be vocal. And if you are vocal, it's also a confirmation of intelligence. So, by the time you are being empowered, maybe by listening to this, you begin to digest the grammar. You will be used to some terminologies, some political terminologies, just like the way I'm speaking from political actors. You will now know that there is a dividend of understanding grammar and speaking from a political actor, sir.
Clap for yourself.
Thank you, sir.
All right. In what ways do you think language influences political outcomes?
Language, there are many ways in which language can influence political outcome. This means that, for instance, in Nigeria now, we have over 300 to 500 languages. Now, when politics is being played, judging from the voting behaviors of the people, you will understand that the people always vote based on the ethnicities and based on languages that they speak. For instance, if I happen to be an Igala man by tribe now, people, the candidate from my who are indigenous people, the indigenous peoples of Igala, would like to vote for me simply because I am Igala by tribe. That is, directly or indirectly, I am already influencing their political behavior.
Correct. Language has the power to persuade and unite and also mobilize in politics.
Yes.
The way politicians and citizens use language can significantly impact public opinion and the direction of policy making. Now, on the other hand, reading widely, number one, then practicing writing and seeking feedback are great ways to enhance grammar. And also using tools like grammar checkers can help identify and correct mistakes. Can you share some tips on how to improve our grammatical skills?
Okay. There are many ways in which one can improve on his grammatical skills. One of the ways is listening to information, listening to radios, listening to online videos such as this. As you are listening to it and you are comprehending it, with time you begin to improve on your communication, which is especially particularly if you are listening to people who are eloquent when it comes to grammatical expression.
All right. Certain grammatical or grammars or grammatical constructs are commonly used in political rhetoric and they can be critically analyzed. Now, the question now is, will demogram cover specific grammatical rules that relate to political speech?
Yes. Demogram will cover, it will cover some aspect, that is, that's what they call political terminology. Just like the way I said earlier, if the essence of demogram is to demystify democracy using political terminologies. So demogram will cover the areas, because when you hear a word like demagogue, it will shock you, because you won't know, because demagogue may mean different things to different people, just like democracy. What democracy is to Mr. A might be different from what it is to Mr. B. So by listening to this on my Demograms channel, you will understand that you will begin to know the scope in which democracy grammar covered in democracy and in political terminologies.
Okay, I know you encourage your viewers to share their perspectives.
Yes.
And you also encourage them to ask questions.
Yes.
And you also encourage them to participate in community polls.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, I will encourage them to participate in community polls, because being, for instance, in Nigeria now, being politically apathetic is bad and cannot encourage political movement and cannot encourage political development. So if they are participating, whether it is in quote counting or not, it will encourage the people and the leaders to do what they ought to do and to encourage political development in the state. So being politically apathetic will not encourage movement, even though there will be political kafufu or citizens to go to the poll, as long as we within or above 18. So if you have the legitimate right to vote, you can go and vote. Then that political development will be domiciled in the state.
Now, in the field of media, there's a saying that engagement is key to building a platform where everyone's voice can be heard. How do you plan to engage your audience in discussions about democracy and grammar?
Yes, I believe that from time to time, I will be sharing my view about political institutions, about democracy, and about grammar on my on my channel. And I believe that as they contribute and as they and they share their view will be incorporated into my view, so that it can resuscitate, rejig and restructure my demogram channel, sir.
Yeah, today we have looked at the democratic world and how language shapes our civic life. And then we have looked at your introduction about demogram and the importance of clear communication in democracy and grammar as a tool for empowerment. Now, what is your final words to your viewers?
My final words to my viewers is that let them continue to listen and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as I will be as I dive into democracy in grammar, especially in Nigeria, and I wish them happy Democracy Day. And I believe that you know, Nigeria is coming up when it comes to the process of democracy, even though we have seen a clear hand that Nigeria government is not really domesticating, and democracy is not consolidating, in the sense that there is a lot of electoral racketeering during election. So whatever it may be right now, we believe that with time everything will be okay. And I encourage my viewers to keep subscribing to it and listen to more demogram, that is democracy and grammar, and know the essence and the nitty-gritties of democracy in Nigeria. Thank you.
Finally, can you tell us about yourself and where you are reporting from?
I am Sulemonde, a student of political science in Prince Abubakar Audu University, Anyigba, Kogi State. Thank you.